Hi, everyone. Welcome to Landing Pages We Love. In this series, we take a look at exceptional landing pages for lessons that we can apply to our own digital marketing campaigns. I'm Michael Egan, Product Marketing Manager at Instapage, and today we're going to be looking at a landing page from the insurance company Lemonade. So Lemonade primarily targets millennial, tech-savvy customers who value convenience, transparency, and simplicity in their insurance experience. I think this landing page is an excellent representation of that ethos. So this page is for renters insurance. Renters insurance, obviously, if there's a disaster in a home that you rent, it ensures that you are going to be compensated for anything, any damages, any damaged items. And this, straightforward, no nonsense headline really speaks to that kind of cut through the noise approach. Renters insurance that keeps your stuff safe. I love that the confidence of that is reflected in the tagline, renter tested, landlord approved, starting from $5 a month. So that speaks to a few things without, there's less than 20 words there. You get a lot of information from this above the fold section. So first and foremost, the headline highlights pricing benefits. The headline and the tagline highlight the pricing benefits without focusing too much on price, on the cost. That starting at $5 a month and then check our prices means that they can project this feeling of, this is going to be potentially a more cost-effective option without using words like cheap or low cost or things that might give the wrong connotation. Also, this page does a really good job of a core principle across landing page design: show, don't tell. You'll notice that heavily featured on this page are these illustrations of items that bring to mind things that you might end up losing in if a catastrophe should hit. Really bringing it to life. Smartwatches, headphones, wallets, bicycles. Those are the things that when you get renters insurance, you really hope that it'll protect. So by highlighting those, it really calls that out. Also, another reason you might get rental insurance is that it's a stipulation of your lease or your renter's agreement. So having renter tested, landlord approved kind of checks that box in your brain without spending too much time on it. So I love one thing that can't have escaped your notice is this bright kind of hot pink call to action button right in the center of the page. So after that kind of sparse but really kind of information dense messaging, you also get this really clear, unmistakable call to action. And what I love about this is that the bright hot pink on the black and white kind of grayscale background means that it's almost like training our eyes to look for that as the action, the next step. So you can either do that now, but as you go down the page, you'll see that hot pink repeated, and it really draws the eye and kind of sparks action in the brain. That limited color palette lets you really establish a visual hierarchy. It draws the eye to this hot pink. So you see the 5 stars and you think to yourself, well, you're primed to take in that information. So anywhere on this page that, let's say it's a either the links in this text, the tweets or the social media posts in the social proof section, or the section in their navigation bar that they want to draw attention to, the new feature for car insurance. Those are things that are really obviously highlighted as you go down the page. But let's talk about the social proof section, because I was honestly, when I saw this page, I was a little surprised to find it so high up on the page. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a sort of convention for a lot of products and services, landing pages. They want to talk about their features and their benefits right up top. And then later on, as people kind of get that information, then that's backed up by this trust building, either testimonials, expert, commentary, or reviews, and then review aggregates like these stars. But here, it's right up at the top. It's right underneath the fold, this trust building section. And I think it speaks to the benefit of the confidence, right? Not only does this intro section check all the boxes in terms of what you're looking for this insurance, but it also proves out by actually showing people's experiences that you are going to get the benefit of what you're signing up for, which is a challenge. Insurance being sort of preparing for a hypothetical. What if something happens? Here you get to see this is a group of people, real people who uh, had a really good experience, even if they had a really bad experience. Um, so I really love the placement of this trust building section on the page. I think it speaks to kind of the strength of that simple approach. So moving further down the page, um, after this, it goes into a little bit more, um, reassuring language, get covered in 90 seconds. I really love, again, calling out the benefits of the high ticket items, potentially sentimental items that you could be saving or getting reimbursed for through this. It brings it to life without really saying much with copy. Um, so all in all, I think this is a really good landing page. You can see how the clear visual language of that hot pink draws the eye into the key details as you go down the page. I love that it gives you everything you need to know without overloading with information. And it uses its space really well. Everything kind of does what it sets out to do without covering the page in copy and information and flooding you with kind of noise. What I might potentially want to see in an experiment on this page, I'd love to know, there's that interaction when you go down the page and you see things pop up. I'd love a little bit more interactivity on this page. When there's a lot of information on a page, it can be helpful to add like a personalized quiz to enhance the learning experience and give the visitor a more personalized experience. They do this a little bit with some auto-populating content with the animations that we're seeing, but a quiz or other personalization element could be really interesting. You could also potentially add a form. Like I mentioned earlier, insurance is a field where you have to put a lot of thought into it. It might be tied, parts of your insurance might be tied to your employment. You have to balance kind of costs over time. It can be a major expense. So people often don't make decisions about things like insurance with the same quickness that they might buy a new sweater or invest in a new part for their PC. So for something like this, having a form to keep people coming back, keep people engaged, might be interesting for addressing those people who aren't ready to make a decision yet. But all in all, I think this is one of the more fun designs I've seen for landing pages we love. Check out trial of Instapage. And please be sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date. And we'll see you next time.